2024 March 18 Monday. Today I will demo for you Odoc, the milestone number 3. Finally it came. I was waiting for this about 6 months ago. Despite it's not fully done, we're still waiting for a few things. I will show you what we are waiting for, and today I will just demo what we basically have. First of all, I should log in. Now I will create a new document and I will just give it any random name. I call it Ali's document, and now I will create custom contract. I could say contract, and then I will hit enter and I will get my new contract. You can see in the contract I have promises, I have payments, and I have create contract, which is very interesting. We will come to this later. Now in promises I could go here and say, okay, I will just say $4. The sender is me, myself, and the receiver is John. I will just send John this amount, and basically I could release it right away, or I could just set it to none. Now I will just demo how could I release this payment. Now if I save, it works very fine. Now on the right side I will just log in as John. Now I logged in here and you can see I am John. I have one friend which is Ali, this guy. Well, I have few money here, $37 someone sent me. So you can see I had $33. It was sent by Ali, and now I got another $4 from Ali. So I got $37. And you can see despite we just created a promise, the promise is gone because it is in the payment section right here now. If I go to my profile, if I go to contracts, I could notice an old contract with these random promises, these payments. You can see the payment of $33 is preserved right here, and you can see this as well. So I have old contracts stay here in my profile. Well, I could delete some of them if I like, but if it has promises, I cannot delete it. This will help us to ensure some trust in the system, and I will talk about the trust later. We have also transactions. We can see I deposit $100 previously, and I sent $33 to John. And I made another deposit, actually, another 100, and I sent another $4 to John. Reputation, in the reputation you can see how much I sent, how much promises I have, how much I received. All these will appear right here. Right now I have only 2 points of reputation, this one and this one. You can see the total spent is $37, which is spent on John already, and interact only one user until now, and the debt is 0. I owe nothing to anyone. So this is the reputation. I can create a contract like this. The good thing about it is I can have my own columns and rows. So you can see in the promises I have restricted columns. I don't have the ability to create or rename them even. There is no such options. But in these contracts I could rename the column. Let's just call it this amount, and I will create another contract here and I will call it payments. With the contracts, with this custom contract, we could say, I could just say, for example, here 12, and here I could see, well, I could have one more column actually. So you can see I have 3 columns: the hours, the amount, and the payments. So in the amounts, I could say, for example, I pay someone $15 per hour. I could have a formula right here, and in the formula I could say hours times 25, and I will just save it. You can see you should pay this person 300 because they worked for 12 hours, and the 12 times 25 is 300. And in the payments I could have another formula which says promise John amount. Now I will just save this, and you notice first of all you don't have enough balance to make this promise, because It says you promised 300 USDT to John. Also, if I try to save this, the backend will come blind. Yeah, I'll get an error from the backend again. It says insufficient balance, and some of the updates was successfully applied. So this part is not applied correctly, but the other updates here that I made are applied successfully. Maybe you can see here I have promise, but if I refresh it again, if I refresh, you can see the promise disappeared. Maybe in the future we will update this feature, so you don't need to refresh in order to see that your promise disappeared, but it's behaving this way. You make a promise and then the backend, it will not save that. It will just refuse to save it. And you can see here, you don't have insufficient balance again. So it's keep warning you every time. And maybe if we deposit, now after I deposit, if I go back, no warning again, there will be no warnings and I can save successfully. Now, right here in the formulas, for now, I have only the promise formula. Later in the future, I could have more complex formulas like transfer. So for now, you can just make a promise. You cannot release the promise through the formula. You can release it only manually. You can go here and actually select release. This is the only way for now, and in the future we could have other formulas. The reason that I didn't implement the transfer formula right now because it has too much security measures that I have to do, and I'm just taking my time until I do it later. For now, we will not do it. Now, on the other side, you can see John have a new notification. It says, Ali promised you $300, and I can do few actions on this promise. I could object on this promise. Let's just say I was texting Ali. I could text him on the chats right here. And we can see the messages. I could say, hi, Ali. And you can see I just got a notification here on the other side, and I got John says hi. I could say to John, sorry, I canceled, and John got the message, and maybe he's angry right now. He can go and make objection. He could make an objection right here, and after he make an objection, this can show up on my reputation actually. If I go to the reputation, we did not implement that yet, but here in the reputation, when people come through my profile, right here, they go to, for example, discover page, they found Ali. I could find Ali, he says he is hiring, and I could see his profile, I could see his reputation, and there is an objection. Right now it doesn't appear, but you may be able to see it later. I will add this feature, so if someone objected, other people will be able to see it. Also here, after you make an objection, this should disappear. You cannot keep making more objections, only once, but the front end is not fixed yet. We need to update lots of things in the front end. On the other hand, if you confirm this, I already made an objection, so I cannot make confirmation on this. But the idea of confirming this, it will not be, the user cannot delete it anymore. If I try to delete it and hit save, I could delete the contracts from here, but I cannot actually, I cannot delete this promise. So you can see I selected delete, but I cannot actually delete it because there is an objection on this contract right here. There is one user objected. So I could safely withdraw my money actually. I have $363. I could simply withdraw, but my reputation is going down. Okay, that's the problem. Now, if I go and create another promise and select I confirmed, if I select this option, I also can withdraw now. But as I save and John can get notified about this, he can click this with a different type of confirm, which is another option, which is high confirm. Now, when I promise high confirm, that means the money will go only one way. I will not be able to withdraw them. After John confirmed this high confirm status, if I select this part, I will not be able to withdraw my money. So if I assign a symbol, if I simply assign any payment, I will be able to withdraw later. But the moment that I assign hi confirm, and after the receiver also confirm this, I will not be able to withdraw this. I will wait the receiver to finish their work or something, and then I will be able to release the payment. So the only way to go is just to release this payment. Now, this is dangerous a little bit. I'm still doing some security measures, so I did not actually implement this feature yet. It is not fully implemented, so I will just comment it out. But on the backend side, I already have the feature and I already working on it. But I will do some other security measures, some tests, and then I will implement this feature very soon. So you can see a lot of features are coming. We are already working on this. And there is one feature that we couldn't do it yet, which is the functionality. Right now, we can deposit dummy USDTs, dummy tokens. They are not real. You can just click deposit and suddenly you have a lot of money because you are doing nothing with this money. You just do some tests. You can also withdraw $100. Can keep doing this. So the deposit functionality is not done yet because I'm waiting for the team, the CK USDT and the CK USDC. They are working on implementing that. Now the CK is basically a form of package that I can use it in Rust, and this one can enable me to interact with the USDT from the Ethereum, but natively interact with it. It's not an HTTP requests. So I'm waiting for this and I will implement it as soon as it's available, and also I will upload this on the SNS. In the meantime, while waiting for the CK USDT, I will just keep improving few things. I will add the reputation here, and here this should be also updated. By the way, the WebSocket is done. I'm very happy that we have WebSocket right now. You can see we have live notification, live messages, and that is very helpful. And in general, the platform, the Odoc platform, is fully fledged platform. You can make posts, you can messages, you can have notifications, and in this post you can post that you can have categories of posts. You are hiring, or maybe you are seeking a job, and you can save that, and people can see that you are hiring or seeking. Actually, I will remove that. This post I'm just hiring.